Owen opens his laptop and there it is. Thank you for your time. We've decided to move forward with other candidates. He reads it twice, and within the hour, his brain has turned one email into a law of nature. I always blow interviews. I'm never going to get hired. Nothing ever works out for me. 2 months later, he still hasn't applied anywhere. One rejection, 2 months of silence. This is the final lie in our series, Overgeneralization. Look at what happened in that hour. The fact was, this company chose someone else. What Owen's brain wrote down was, I am someone who fails interviews. One event became a category. A single Tuesday became a personality trait. And once your brain files something under this is who I am, it stops looking for evidence. Because why check a law of nature? So Owen stops applying, and here's the quiet trap in that. If you never try again, the belief can never be disproven. 0 applications means 0 interviews. 0 interviews means 0 offers. And 2 months later, his brain looks at the empty result and says, see, I told you, nothing ever works out. And the lie built its own evidence. It always does. Then, over coffee, his friend Maya asks, how's the job search going? Owen says the sentence out loud for the first time. I always fail interviews. Maya just looks at him. Wait, didn't you get an offer from that startup in March? And didn't the agency want you in May? And you turned them down? Owen opens his laptop right there and counts. 3 interviews this year, 2 offers, 1 rejection. His always was built on 1 out of 3, and it had quietly erased the other 2. This is lie number 5, overgeneralization. Taking one event, usually a painful one, and turning it into a permanent rule about your life. You can catch it by its fingerprints. It always speaks in absolutes. Always, never, everyone, nobody, every single time. And notice its favorite target. It doesn't stop at that didn't work. It goes for who you are. I'm the kind of person who, one bad day gets promoted to a life sentence. So why is your brain so quick to write these rules? 2 reasons. First, pattern making kept us alive. Eat a strange berry, get violently sick, and never touch it again. One experience, one permanent rule. That's brilliant survival software. It's just terrible career advice. Second, bad memories are louder. Painful events are stored more vividly and come to mind faster. So when your brain asks, how often does this happen? The rejection raises its hand instantly, while the 2 offers stay quietly in the back of the room. So here's fix number 1, put the word on trial. Anytime you catch yourself saying always or never, treat it as a claim that needs evidence and demand the actual count. I always mess up interviews. Okay, how many interviews? How many went badly? Owen's honest number was 1 out of 3. That's not always, that's Tuesday. And here's the useful part. You don't need to win the argument. You just need one counterexample. One is enough to break a rule that claimed to be absolute. And fix number 2, shrink the sentence back to its true size. Overgeneralization survives by removing time and place from your sentences. So put them back, not I fail interviews, but this interview on Tuesday didn't go well. Feel the difference? One of those is a fact you can work with. The other is a prophecy you can only obey. A sentence with a date attached can end. A sentence about who you are just keeps running. 3 weeks later, Owen gets another rejection. Of course he does. That's how job searching works. His brain reaches for the old sentence, I always, and he stops at mid-word. 1 interview, 1 Thursday. The next morning he sends 2 more applications, not because he suddenly feels confident, he doesn't. He applies because the sentence got small enough to walk around. So here's your last takeaway when you hear always or never in your own head. Ask for the count and give the sentence back its date. And that's the series. 5 lies, catastrophizing, mind reading, all or nothing thinking, personalization, and overgeneralization. Here's the thing though, you're not going to delete these, your brain will keep making them, probably for the rest of your life. That's not failure, that's just how the hardware works. The whole goal was never to stop the lies, it was to hear them and know they're lies. Thanks for watching the whole series, subscribe if you want more, and be a little kinder to that anxious storyteller in your head. It's only trying to keep you safe. See you in the next one.